Hi, Aquarius. My name is Divinely Intuitive, and I'm here to do your reading for love for June 2019. Let's see what's in store for love for you, for Aquarius. I can already see, Aquarius, you have some really, you have some new things coming into your love life in the month of June. The answers are actually within inside of you. You may be healing your inner child this month. Things from your past that maybe has hurt you. Maybe you've dealt with mental, physical abuse as a child. Maybe you were bullied and picked on as a child. But this month, you're actually coming to a place because you're healing those things. It's going to change the way you view relationships and also change the way you allow people to treat you in relationships. You're going to be seeking wisdom and asking your guides to maybe help you this month when it comes to love, because you are really wanting to get to a place where you're not only strong and confident within yourself, but you feel as if you have a new lease on life. I'm also noticing that you may be in the past, or if you're still dealing with this currently, since we're still in the end of May here, that you may have allowed people to just kind of take over in a relationship. That maybe you've allowed people to say and do things to you that you normally wouldn't allow people to do if your inner child was healed. And you can do, there's several ways you can heal your inner child. There's different meditations on YouTube that you may want to look into. But this month is definitely all about you. Loving on yourself, loving who you are, becoming the woman or the man in your life that you actually want to have. I'm noticing with these wolves and these photos here, these wolves are protecting you. It's like you have put up such a wall around yourself when it comes to love that it's like you felt like you've had to do that in order to gain clarity when it came to understanding the motives of another person when they try to come at you when it comes to love. Let's see what else you've been dealing with in regards to love and what's coming forward towards you this month in June. Gonna do two more shuffles here. Yeah, in the past, I see that in love, you were always envious of other people and their relationships here. You overgave in love, and you always wanted what other people had in relationships. And what I'm sensing here as I'm pulling these cards, it may be a situation where, because you had some inner child issues that you've been dealing with for so long, whether you knowingly or unknowingly knew it, you focused your relationships based on what you saw growing up, whether it's if you saw your mother accept a lot in relationships, or your father be abusive in relationships, or what you saw on TV. You idolized that, and you allowed that to be your template for what you wanted in a relationship. And this is just something that most of us have done. And it's just something that this month you're going to be looking at creating your own template for love. Yeah, it was like you were hiding your true self. You didn't really know who you were because of the of your upbringing. and the type of relationships that you've dealt with in the past. I'm even going to go as far as to say when it came to love that you lost yourself in relationships. You actually probably dealt with either a man or a woman in relationships who probably wanted you to do all the giving. They just were there as almost like a piece of furniture, but they didn't really invest in you the way that you needed them to invest in you. But in the end, you became angry and you didn't speak your mind. You didn't say how you felt or how they treated you. You just allowed them to do what they wanted in the relationship, and you were the one that ended up hurt. And this has probably been a pattern that has gone on in several relationships of yours, probably even stemming as early as your first relationship in middle school or high school, depending on when you started dating. Let's see what message from Spirit has for you in the month of June in regards to your love life. Looks like you have 2 cards this month. Enter into the chamber of healing and the brother in the darkness, overcoming negative energy with feminine power. Okay, what's really interesting about these 2 cards is these are behind this curtain is all the things that we hide. The stuff that we don't want people to know, whether we're jealous, whether we have codependency issues, whether it's we talk about people, whether we're gossipers, whether we cry at the drop of the hat because we're imbalanced in some way when it comes to relationships, whatever it is. These are the things that is behind the curtain that we don't allow people to see. We do it in darkness. And once this curtain is revealed, and once you start to heal, these things will not be a factor for you anymore. And overcoming negative energy here, that's just all the stuff that we suppress, especially when it comes out after this card here of anger and chains, because that just lets me know there's been some things in your love relationships that you kind of just allowed to slide, and you just kind of say, you know what, because I don't want to start an argument and I don't want this person to leave, I'm just going to allow this to kind of settle down on its own. But in the process of that, you lost yourself. You became hurt. You became silent. Your voice wasn't being heard. And through that, you built up a wall. Now you want to break down those walls. And you want to be the person that you always known that you have been. The person that you've wanted to be, but was scared to show it to the person. But they're either going to love you as you are. And what I'm sensing is this is probably someone that is still in your life. They're either going to love you and accept the new you, or they're going to be phased out and you're going to bring in new love. And what I'm really sensing is it's not more about them than it is about you. It's about loving yourself. And through this change, this person is going to see you in a whole completely different light. They may see something so profound in you that this change is exactly what they needed to see in you for them to change, which is a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. This inner child healing is key to changing everything in your relationships, Aquarius. Everything. You are going to feel so much better, so much stronger than you realize. Aquarius, that is your reading for June 2019 in love. I hope that this has gave you some clarity, and I hope that you have a great rest of your month. Bye.